And with a lot of our clients, we can't even take the risk anymore of utilizing something that we don't know. Just think about, the suckers representation model that we talked about yesterday in Colorado, 100,000 units not too long ago. So you had the cost of the extraction, your cost of goods produced to do all that. You had to buy the raw plant material and so forth. You could quantify all that. Let's say it cost them 100,000. But that's actually not the true cost. I mean, granted, they were selling medicine to people that was potentially poisonous, but the brand damage that happens there, we cannot afford to potentially, even though we might need more supply, to utilize raw plant material that potentially could be at risk because it puts your brand at damage. So that 100,000 could turn into potentially your entire business. Because now Mile High Suckers is known for having that issue, and a lot of other companies do, they just haven't gotten caught. So it's a matter of, it's not just trying to save money on raw plant material, but how do I establish a brand that's going to actually be doing a service for the industry and like their patients and stay around long term without that damage. And we're seeing different labs essentially. Some states, they look at where's your capital coming from, do you have a clean background, here's a lab license. It doesn't say, do you have a qualified lab operator? Doesn't mandate, are you going to use GC for potency testing or HPLC? So people are using a wide gamut or going to Gentech and buying 20-year-old GC machines and utilizing that. So that standardization, it's so imperative that we start to have that. And that's where I'd invite this audience to think of what you know that could help our industry so we can create like a unified industry together, like best sampling technologies, best techniques. What are the best practices for actually doing cannabinoid potency testing, heavy metal testing, residual solvents, microbials, pesticides? What are the standards on that? Because that exists in corn, wheat, soybeans, everything else. It's not like, how do we test pesticides on cannabis? Well, it's a plant material. It's got some interesting waxes and profiles, but I would love to see more best practices and guidelines come from your industry to help our industry drive, because then we'll grow together.